Jen.
I'm Eleni.
We're Six Little Birds Travel.
So, today Jen is telling me all about her amazing trip to Cuba. She just got back.
It was fun.
Yeah, it sounded so cool. What were some of your favorite things?
So I think for us, we really were in the rush to get to Cuba before it changed because we kept hearing that it definitely was going to. And so Jared and I, when we had a free weekend, decided that that's where we wanted to go. And honestly, I feel like we were still ahead of the curve. Like I thought that there would be a lot of Americans there and that there would have already been a lot of travel, and there really wasn't. Most people that we met, we were the first citizens from the United States that they had come across. So
that's amazing.
That was interesting.
So there's still totally time to get there.
Completely. And it really is still in need of tourism dollars. The buildings are pretty run down. I have noticed in most of the pictures that you see of Cuba, they're edited. The colors are not that vibrant. They're starting to repaint things, but for the most part, it's pretty run down and needs travel for sure.
So what were some of your most favorite things that you did?
So I love the people, and they really are so confined in Cuba. They're not allowed to travel, things like that, that the culture was thick and you could feel it. And so being with the people and talking to them, we went to a social club, as they call it, one night. Salsa dancing and sang, and it was entertaining and fun. We got in the conga line and I salsa'd on stage. It was fun. It was fun. Okay, this is fascinating. I'm super claustrophobic, so there's only so far I can go, people. But this cave goes on for a really long time. Do you see that? I don't know how much I trust it, so I'm gonna go on back out. There's nobody even down here. Crazy, crazy. Yes, well, no, kind of. You would think that I would learn in my traveling, but I don't seem to. I seem to be such an in-the-moment person that sometimes I don't make very good decisions. But Fast and the Furious had just been filmed there, so it was being talked about quite a bit. Everyone loved that Fast and the Furious had been there. But we went, the night of the social club, we went to take a taxi back to our hotel, and when we walked out.
Anytime you say we went to take a taxi, it never ends well.
All taxis are marked with a taxi sign. So when we walked out of the social club and they said, "Do you need a taxi?" And I said yes, and my husband said no, and then I said, "Yes, we do." And he's like, I knew that this was not a legitimate taxi because he had watched the guy who asked us if we needed it from the social club, and then the other guy that was taking us to his car pay him. And so Jared said that at that point he knew that this guy wasn't a legitimate taxi driver, that he was just trying to earn extra money. So we're walking to the car, and we're gonna flash the picture of the car that I get in right now. with this guy that really was giant. My husband's a big guy, and this guy was a couple inches taller than him and big. And we are getting into this.
And looked like Vin Diesel, right?
Yeah, he really did look like Vin Diesel.
But it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. And the windows of the car were rolled down, but it was old and a little bit scary and kind of looked like a hearse. And I was pretty sure I was getting in the car to go to my death. But
to self, do not get into taxi cabs that look like hearses.
Unless it's marked.
Or that look like hearses.
Or that look like hearses.
Don't do that.
That either way, bad idea. So we went with him, and the whole entire time I'm not joking, planning how I was going to jump out of the windows. Because that was what I was pretty sure was going to have to happen. And the only thing that was keeping me sane was I could see his phone with our hotel and the map. So I figured he was driving there. There was zero communication. I did talk to him about, he had a picture of his kids, about his El Niños, because I was trying to like have conversation with him. But it was crazy. I also think he might have been like the kingpin of Cuba, because every intersection we went through, he would just honk and all the cars would stop. And I'm not joking, Fast and the Furious, he would fly through it. And I'm like, I think we're gonna die, for sure. Like, not only am I pretty sure he's driving us to the graveyard, I think that we might die on the way there. But all the cars stopped. And every time like we would pull up to a light where he would even slow down to go through some of them in the main part of town, everyone was trying to talk to him through the windows. And then one time we even pulled over and picked up his girl, as he called her. She got in, and then his phone rang, and I'm pretty sure it was his wife. And so they had a big fight in the front seat in the hotel. It was awesome. But we got there, he charged Jared about $10 extra. But it was worth it. We paid it. We got out, and I now can say I've had my own Fast and Furious experience.
Amazing. Those sorts of things you get to do when you travel with Jen.
I know. But otherwise, we did hear that they have huge fines if you hurt tourists, and that really no one would ever do anything because they need tourism so bad because their economy depends on it. So it happened. I really wasn't in danger, but in the moment, it felt like it. It did. It was kind of scary.
So Cuba, that was a wrap. Looks super awesome.
It was fun. People should go. It really is still untouched. The cars are amazing. It's like stepping back into the 50s. They are driving everywhere. They're your taxi cabs. You're riding in them. The people are so sweet and so kind. And I wish nothing but the best for them. They need our tourism dollars. So go to Cuba.
What about the beaches?
So the beaches in actual Havana are reef. Like there was no beach. So that was a little bit of a surprise to me. I don't know why I didn't figure that out. Our hotel had a beautiful pool, but the beaches are about 45 minutes away. And so you need to plan on a couple stops if you want beach time. There is beautiful beaches. I heard Trinidad is amazing. So I think that when we go back, we'll probably take our kids to Havana for a day or two with them and then head to the beach areas.
It's good to know.
Yes.
Okay, well, stay tuned next time for our next vlog, which will be Southern California.
Yes, I was in La Jolla. Super fun.
It's amazing.
Okay, we love you. Happy safe travels.